In today's video, we venture off to the north of Lombok to explore more of this place, and we don't want to spoil it, but this might be our favorite part on the island just because of the rawness and authenticity this place offers. So come along with us today as we head up north, and as always, like this video and subscribe to our channel to see more of our adventures, and let's get this video going.
We have made it, I think, around an hour ago to Tetebatu.
We're probably butchering that.
Yeah, we probably are. We have made it here, and this place that we booked has pretty much
rooftop.
a
Over on
rooftop.
on the ceiling, I think.
Pretty
But
much, yeah.
It's a rooftop.
It's so nice. You can see the little paddy fields that
Rice
you call
fields.
it. Paddy fields. Yeah, the rice
Got a bunch
fields.
of kids playing
Yeah,
soccer. No,
it's
football.
Football. It's football. It's not soccer. You don't play with socks. It's football. Anyway, it's common sense. You play with your foot. But anyways,
The sun is setting also.
yeah, the sun's setting from there, and we're actually gonna ask if by where's the sun rising.
Usually the opposite. So
Yeah, so
I think over there.
that way. Yeah, so we are thinking yeah, it's a nice spot.
Yeah, we could come up here to like see the sunrise.
Yeah.
But there's actually ones where you could like go into the field.
Yeah, I think those are
and
nice.
see
Yeah.
like it's more so towards like the base of Rinjani, which is really going to be really majestic because you have a backdrop of Mount Rinjani, and then also the paddy fields. Like here is nice too for sure to catch the sunset. Here is
Yeah.
nice, and even sunrise. I think the sun is going to rise on the opposite side.
Yeah.
But yeah, we gotta find this paddy fields.
Yeah, that's gonna be better.
Because it's 4 minutes away.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's probably just gonna be more up in a hill or something like that. But so far it's really nice, and this is our first time here pretty much.
time, yeah.
And what are your thoughts so far? I mean, we've been getting quite some stares so far, in a good way, but
Yeah, I think it's
also-
because like
yeah.
they don't have much foreigners here yet, and especially like
Definitely
northern Lombok is like fairly untouched still.
Yeah, it
But
is, it
this is definitely reminiscent of Ubud of Bali. There's a lot of
Definitely.
paddy fields. It's very green here.
Very green.
There's no beaches whatsoever here, and it's
Yeah.
it gives off that Bali.
It's just very authentic. It's very authentic. So we're just gonna actually explore this little village for a little bit. We're just gonna take some little shots here because this looks really cute actually. And then we'll keep you updated on the way.
After enjoying the sunset at the rooftop and just Mina getting a quick bicep workout in, we decided to just roam around the area. We are just driving around, and oh my,
It is mesmerizing. It's so
this
nice.
place is just so unreal.
So much better than Uber.
So much beauty everywhere, and it really gives off that real Lombok feel to it. I mean, Kuta just doesn't give that off anymore just because it's been a main tourist hub and it's a more developed area, but Tetebatu is just, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's just so beautiful here. It's very lush. It's like
green.
Ubud on steroids minus the tourists and
cafes
and all that stuff. And I know we're tourists here, but there's definitely more appreciation to places like this where it's just very untouched still. You know what I mean? There's just something so rewarding to see it how it really is before it develops.
Yeah,
so
pretty much, yeah.
but we're just honestly we're just roaming around. We don't have a destination. We're just going through different villages.
At this point, no.
Yeah, just trying to see and getting bit by bugs.
Oh my god. Right
But
in the wound.
yeah, right on the wound. But we're just exploring with no destination. But I think we're just gonna continue going until dinner, which is in another hour or so.
Yeah, it's fairly chilly up here, but in a very good way. It's so refreshing.
It's a good breeze.
Really
Yeah,
refreshing.
exactly.
Once we got some groceries, we grabbed dinner, then decided to call it a night as we planned to have an early morning the following day to catch the sunrise.
So far, things are not going as planned. So the time now is 6 a.m. We have our bike ready here. We wanted to go to this viewpoint to catch the sunrise because the sunrise is rising. You know, this is the best time, great opportunity. And the one problem is the freaking gate is locked. The gate is locked, and at the minute we're trying to figure out how can we... We're trying to figure out basically how to get this bike out of here because we could climb up the fence, but we cannot take our bike. Huh? Oh. Well, now we found someone.
One of the many paddy fields out here in Tetebatu, and look at this view. It is so surreal. It is gorgeous and very peaceful out here. It's quiet and it's just beautiful. It is so beautiful.
Have found a great photo spot, and he's over there just setting up to get some great shots of this view. It's really cool that we got to catch the sunrise, a proper sunrise, may I add, because we have been trying for the past few days to catch a sunrise, and so far we got an amazing view and the sunrise after days of trying.
As Jasmina and I were just wrapping it up, a local was extremely curious about my camera equipment, so I showed him what it does.
This place is just really beautiful from, you know, the sun, before the sun was rising, and when it rose, it was just, this place was so magical. And we came across one of the locals here, and he was very curious because he just stood right in front of my camera and just started staring at it as if he'd never seen one. So I told him that this is a camera, and then I took a few photos of him and I showed him, and yeah, I think he quite enjoyed that experience. But it's just such a cool place to be in. Tetebatu is definitely a place to visit if you are here in Lombok or Indonesia alone. It's just one of those places that's in its prime before it turns into another Ubud. You know what I mean? Like, Ubud is definitely nice. It's got like convenience for a lot of tourists, but this is the authentic side of Indonesia, of Lombok, if anything. And just to experience this place before you know, tourism picks up at some point, if it does, is such a cool thing for us to experience, and to just see the people here and how they're living. Is just, and places like this that's still fairly untouched. Yeah, it is such a cool moment for us. But yeah, right now we're just having a little breakfast at one of the huts here. And one of the shelters, I don't know what they call this, but we're just having breakfast, and then we're gonna have a real breakfast once we get back to our place.
It should be included, I believe.
Yeah, so it should be included, but we're gonna soak this in one last time and head back to our place. But overall, a very great morning, and it was definitely worth waking up to at 5 a.m. for this.
It's so nice that we finally caught a sunset.
Sunrise!
Sunrise! Okay, so we have made it back to our place and we are having some food. Well, we just ordered our food and at the moment we're having some coffee. It's a bit better, but pretty...
Lombok coffee, isn't it?
No. The Lombok coffee was the one we had yesterday. It was much more thick and such. It was nice.
Maybe because they put more milk or something.
Yeah. No.
Sure?
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyways, we're actually looking at some of the photos that we took and they're absolutely hilarious.
They're funny.
They are so funny. Oh my god. Like him lifting up them weights.
With the view.
Yeah, look at that. Do that later after breakfast. We're gonna pack up or chill.
We're gonna go to another place. Yeah, we're staying at another place, which is just 2 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
And yeah, we decided to just base ourselves here for the next few days, and then just head up north because it's an hour away from here where we want to go. So we're just gonna go there and then come back here, just because in terms of the price of the place and the cleanliness and it's just much better to stay here. Because you essentially, there's Wi-Fi and it's just much better. You pay the same price with a nicer place here as opposed to over there close to the base of Rinjani, which makes sense. But yeah, so we decided to just stay here.
We also get to keep our stuff here, so...
Yeah, we don't have to like lug it and take it with us for the trip, which is gonna be nice.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
After breakfast, we checked out of our place and went to the new spot we'll be staying in.
We're able to do an early check-in at this place, which is where we're staying at for the day, just for the night. It's actually really close from where we were, literally a 2-3 minute drive. But yeah, we got a pool view right behind us, and this is our room. It's kind of messy because I just literally dumped everything on the other bed, and this is the view. And then yeah, this one we got AC. It's a fairly decent room, and it comes with breakfast, which is nice. But yeah, we're just gonna use this as our base for the next few days or so. And we're heading back to Kuta. We're heading back to Kuta and then back to Bali. But in the meantime, you know, we woke up really early today. And yeah, it was such an amazing morning.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful morning, and definitely to, you know, to be out there in the paddy fields. But right now it's way too hot. And as you can see, I'm actually, you want to film me?
Yeah.
You can flip it.
Yeah.
I'm just completely peeling.
Yeah, you can see it. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, peeling a lot.
I'm peeling a lot, so you know I got to take a break from the sun. So I thought we just stay in, enjoy this scenery, and also do a little bit of editing and work and all that stuff. So that is the plan for the day. We are just roaming around Tetebatu because today is technically our last day here. I mean, we are staying. Okay, first of all, we somewhat changed our plans.
Yeah.
The last update was we were supposed to go back to Kuta today actually, but we ended up staying here one more night just because tomorrow, you know what, we were like, we're up here already anyway, so we thought we'd check out the north. Not all of it, but just parts of it at least. Yeah. So we're gonna go to, I believe it's called Sembalun Park tomorrow. It has this epic viewpoint, and it's just about an hour and a half away from here. So we're gonna have an early morning again tomorrow, and drive up there, and check out this viewpoint, and then head back to grab our things from the hotel we're staying at, and then head back to Kuta, which is another hour ride back. So we thought that was probably the best way to go to see the north, just because we don't want to be lugging our backpacks. I mean, they're not heavy, it's just such a hassle to have them and to have them on the scooter. So that is the plan, but right now we're just exploring Tetebatu one last time. Really enjoy this little village, this place, and it's definitely one of those places where
It's very authentic still,
Yeah.
but you can tell there's, you know, developments happening in some of the streets here with hotels, restos, and a few tourists even in the area, and it's starting to build somewhat of a name for itself and reputation. But I don't know how long it's going to take before this place takes off. But right now it's definitely in its prime. And if you are here in Indonesia, you know, visit Lombok, and don't just visit the main places like Mataram, Senggigi, Kuta.
Yeah.
You know, try to hit up other places, and Tetebatu is definitely one of them. But yeah,
Definitely number one on the list, actually.
yeah, I would say so too. But right now we're just gonna soak this view. We're currently at the Rice Terrace Center is what it's called. And there's no sunset today.
Normally you'd see the mountain like over there somewhere, but
Yeah.
it's covered by the clouds.
Yeah, so earlier the rice fields we went to earlier is just 5 minutes that way. And normally, you know, earlier the videos you saw the mountains here, but because it's so overcast, you can't see them, which is, I mean, I'm stoked that we woke up fairly early just to witness that beauty.
It was so magical.
But there's a lot of paddy fields here, but do your research. But that one's definitely the most beautiful, probably one of the most beautiful paddy fields out here in maybe even Indonesia. Like Tegalalang is one of the most iconic places, one of the well-known, most iconic, you know, paddy fields in all of Indonesia. But I think the paddy fields we went to earlier is just so surreal.
Mesmerizing. It's
Yeah.
so untouched.
Untouched, and
I think so much more bare, and there's none of them touristy swings and love
Yeah.
straws and things
it's
like
just
that.
like a plain rice field, like
As
how
it
it's
should
supposed to be.
It's just perfect.
Yeah.
So pretty. My favorite actually
Yeah.
was the one here.
Right now there's a lot of prayer rituals or whatnot happening. This is constantly going all day,
We
really.
actually woke up with that.
With the
remember?
prayer, yeah, at
we
5
did.
a.m. We woke up at 5, and then all we heard was just
They
this
were up
chanting.
before that, actually, way
Yeah.
before that, because it was even before we got up. I could like hear it in my dream.
Yeah,
in
there's
my
a lot of mosques here and all that stuff, but nonetheless, we're just gonna cruise around Tetebatu one more time, and then we're gonna have some dinner, and then we're gonna have an early night again because tomorrow I think it's gonna be another 5 a.m. wake up call.
Yeah.
But overall, definitely enjoyed today. The morning was just so unreal, and I'm stoked for tomorrow. And also, I was telling Jasmina this, I'm excited to go back to Kuta. I never thought I'd say that. I think that's because we found like good restos, we found good cafes. The place that we're staying at, you know, the hosts, the owners are just amazing.
So nice. And their pancake is amazing.
Yeah, their breakfast
So
is
good.
just top notch. And I actually messaged the owner today, and then I told him that, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. And I need a room for a few days. We need room for a few days. And then he was like, yeah, don't worry, I got you covered. Like, it's just top-notch customer service.
So easy.
Yeah, it's very easy. And if you are going to stay in the Kuta area, I highly suggest staying in Honeybee. Is it guest house or hotel?
Honeybee guest house or
Honeybee
homestay.
guest house.
Either
Yeah, yeah.
homestay or guest house.
Yeah,
It's
amazing, amazing place. It's right at the center.
It's located perfectly, actually. And
It's
kind of
tucked
away
in actually.
Yeah,
It's
it
tucked
is,
in, but
yeah.
it's not too far away from the main busy road. But you
Yeah.
can just walk. It's literally 5 minutes away from the center, but it's also tucked in so that it's very, very quiet.
The next day, we had another early morning to continue heading up north to Sembalun.
We woke up at 5 a.m. this morning, started to drive around 6, and we are heading to Bukit Selong, which is a very, very gorgeous viewpoint up here in northern Lombok. We're literally 20 minutes away from that viewpoint, but first we had to make a stop because look at this view. It is amazing, and it was kind of cold the past 20 minutes. the past 20 minutes. Yeah, it was really cold. I had to put on a raincoat, and then just Mina had to put on like a little buffer over her face. But yeah, the ride here was definitely an adventurous one. We have 20 more minutes left, and we've just been riding uphill with a lot of switchbacks, a lot of curves, twists and turns and whatnot. But yeah, we are 20 minutes away, and the sun had risen, and I can't believe I can't.
It's surreal.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It's just so beautiful here. It's so stunning. We're gonna continue to drive, soak in this view, and then hopefully in 20 minutes we'll be in Bukit Selong, which is a stunning viewpoint of just the landscape up here. I'm stoked. I can't wait.
We made it to Sembalun, but getting to Bukit Selong viewpoint was kind of tricky as Google Maps sent us in multiple directions, but luckily the locals here were nice enough to help us out with the directions.
To Bukit Selong, and yeah,
It was
quite a trip to get here. But to enter, it was about 10,000 Indonesian rupiah, and each person. And they were also charging for parking, which is 15,000 Indonesian rupiah, which is way more than the entrance fee. And I ended up just parking. I mean, it's not much, but it's always the principle for me. So I just ended up parking 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, 2 minutes away from where the original parking spot was. And I just ended up walking, and then we went up from the entrance to here. It's about 10 minutes only. That's all. Like it doesn't take much to get up here, but it is so beautiful here because this is essentially your view. And then you have the famous star platform over there where you could take photos. But aside from that, this is it. It's really beautiful here.
A few moments later, a gang of monkeys surrounded the area, so we had to walk down and climb the fence because they were getting slightly aggressive.
Just Mina and I were over on that top over there, at the top right there, where people are posing, where the star is, and we had to come down over that bamboo fence or whatever. But we thought this was a better view just because it looks more natural in terms of the setting. Yeah, less stage. I mean, the view was nice up there, but here it's a bit lower, but it looks more authentic because it's a cliff. And this is what we're walking up to now. Look at this epic view. And we have it all to ourselves because I don't think
no one's gonna want to climb.
No one's gonna want to climb up. Yeah. Plus, there's no monkeys here. Hopefully, there were monkeys up there, and then I had to take the camera setup and all that stuff, and just in case because they're very unpredictable. But I'm gonna stop talking now. We're gonna soak in this beautiful view, and then head back to Tetebatu. And we didn't know this, that there's a separate entrance fee for the other cliff that we went to. That's why there was that fence there. As a tourist, obviously, like, we were just ignorant about it and we just didn't know. I will admit to that. But because when we came out, there was a ticketing person, but he didn't say anything. But nonetheless, the reason why I wanted to vlog and give an update is because it was just, I just want to say that viewpoint is so amazing. Definitely worth it to even just stay here for a little bit because you definitely get a feel of more the northern Lombok lifestyle up here. And I mean, Tetebatu was nice, it's quiet, but I feel like Sembalun, this area is it gives off that hustling and bustling city, but it's still like a little village. You know what I mean? It's definitely slightly bigger than Tetebatu, but it feels like there's more hustle and bustle here on this part of the island, and it's just,
I mean, when we were driving through we were trying to get here, everyone was just very friendly and helpful and telling us which way not the waterfall, but where this viewpoint is. And without even me asking, like I just obviously like we were making the wrong turns, and shout outs to Google for taking us in multiple directions, but they were just directing us and they automatically knew that we were looking for this viewpoint anyways. But that was just really, really nice. The people here, you know, obviously they will stare a lot just because you're a foreigner, and that's fine. I think they're just very curious. There were also a bunch of kids up there that were asking us for money. Again, it's a place where poverty exists, so they're going to constantly ask for money. But you know, if you brush them off or just say no, then they would just run away. I mean, we didn't even say anything, and they just ran away and left us for a bit. They did ask us once again, but overall, this is a worthy drive, even a stay for, you know, at least a night or two in Sembalun. But that viewpoint is really nice, and then from here you can even do the waterfalls up north. Tiokalep and Sendingal, I believe is how you pronounce it, but we're not going to do that. We're going to have to do that next time we're here in northern Lombok, because after this we're heading back to Kuta, and then we have to sort out our logistics in terms of which country we want to go next, because our visa actually expires in, I think, 10 days, more or less. So it's not a long time. We got a week here. I think, you know, we'll spend a few days in Bali, maybe less than a week or so, and just to relax and figure out, you know, which country we want to head up next. But overall, great morning once again. We just have to brace this. Yeah, beautiful weather. Hopefully it's warmer on the drive back, which I think it should be because the sun is fairly up. But I know that part is going to be slightly just a bit, you know, chilly just because there's no sun there whatsoever. But overall, great hike, or not hike, not even a hike. It's a 10-minute hike, and it's not even that hard, but I highly suggest coming here in the morning. And if you are staying here for the night, then come for sunset or something, or sunrise even, because it's definitely worth it. But yeah, right now it's an hour and a half drive back to Tetebatu.
And as we were driving back, this happened.
Yeah.
I'm policeman.
Yes, but
Yeah.
what did I do?
Hah?
What did I do?
And pemeriksaan dokumen.
Yeah, but this is mine. You don't take this. This is for me. So I show you. You take a photo, but I don't give it to you.
Yeah,
no.
yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Unfortunately, not everyone gets away with this random police scam check. This happened to me way too many times in Indonesia, hence I knew how to handle it. Police checkpoints like these targets tourists with hopes of scamming for a bribe. And if they did take your international driver's license or keys, they would ask money for it before you could get it back. Hence, I kept saying no when he kept trying to take my international driver's license.
Had to make a pit stop because there's a Naira stand apparently out here. Yeah. I wonder if we can get free strawberries.
Well.
I guess we'll find out next time.
Yeah.
But this is so cool. We saw this on the drive down, and I'm like, oh, that is really cool. This whole farm is apparently for us Nairas, which is nice.
And we have made it back from our little fun adventure. We are back in Kuta, and we're staying in the same place that we did when we first came here, which is the Honeybee Homestay. I always forget, is it
Honeybee
homestay?
Homestay.
Yeah. Yeah. So we just got back here, we had some food, we chilled for a little bit, and now we're gonna go and do some little editing work and then plan what are we gonna do in the next few weeks, because yeah, some stuff changed for in a very good way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So we're just gonna be planning a few things. So I really hope that you like and enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to give a big thumbs up. And I'll see you in the very next one. Bye!